Hey Craig, let's see if this helps. So I think that little vacuum line you're talking about is this little line coming out of the firewall by the AC lines. This I didn't change this, so this is very likely the factory setup on the '01 Mustang. So I do know these little white couplers. You can get these in like a miscellaneous vacuum line kit just at any of the part stores. And then this line right here, this is factory from my 2001 Mustang. Um, it comes up and it tees in to this big line. So this hose I actually ran because my original one was pretty toasted. This is the one that goes down in through the inner fender and in the fender well above the tire. I think that's the not EGR, but what is that, like that's part of like the fuel vapor thing. I forget what it's even called. My car probably doesn't even read it anymore. Anyway, this T fitting back here, sorry it's dark, so see this T fitting right here, that's also factory on the 2001 Mustang. But what I did, oh, and then the other end of that hose. So sorry, man, I'm trying to get this light to work. Hold on, let me try this. Okay, so here's that T fitting. That's factory from the '01 Mustang. Like I said, this hose I ran, that goes underneath the passenger inner fender and hooks up to whatever that is. Is it the charcoal canister or some gas vapor fume container or something? I don't know. It's not important. This dude right here is the hose going the other way off the T, and that connects. It runs right up on the back of the intake manifold. There's a vacuum line. I'm touching it right here with my finger, but you can feel it right. Let me zoom out so you can see where I'm at. It's like the driver's side rear corner of the intake manifold. There's a plastic nipple. So it's just a compression fitting. I think it's a 3/8 hose. It just slips right over it. So come off the intake manifold right here where I'm pointing. Run that hose to this T fitting. The other end of the T fitting is the fatter hose, goes to the inner fender. Off this end of the T fitting, this is a factory Ford piece right here that I'm touching. This piece right here is a factory Ford piece. It comes off like a 3/8, and it takes these three little connections. So what I actually did for this is this hose, I think this three-way fitting came on the '01 Mustang, but this, I got a real good junkyard I go to, and they have a whole lot of X cop cars, which became eventually X cabs. So what is that, like the 98 to '04 Crown Victorias, I want to say? One of these, I think this whole piece right here I pulled off a car. You just walk around and look at them. A lot of the Fords from that era have the same vacuum line setups. So I think this little guy right here, excuse me, this is the fuel pressure sensor. This little vacuum line here, I don't remember where I got that, but I'm pretty sure this fitting with these two little guys that come out and then come down to these two little 90s. I think that whole piece, I just grabbed it off of Crown Victoria at the junkyard. You can probably look on Rock Auto. Rock Auto's got real good photos and part numbers. See what they have under vacuum lines for early 2000s Crown Victoria with the 4.6. Anyway, man, I hope that helps. I like these 3-valve swaps. I learned a lot, and it took me a lot of years of learning and collecting parts and living life and stuff. But this thing was awesome. It was running perfectly, and now it's not. So I kind of pulled off it to work on my other projects, just because I got too frustrated. I don't know if I have a broken plug. I pulled most of the plugs, not all the plugs. I pulled all my injectors and flushed them all out on my little benchtop injector flusher kit that I have. I pulled all 8 of my cops and checked the resistance, primary and secondary, through each coil. Everything checked out good. So I either have a fuel delivery issue or maybe a crack in a spark plug somewhere. But the problem is the misfire isn't specific to a cylinder. It's a random misfire. So maybe when I reinstall my fuel tank after the body shop, maybe something's amiss. Anyway, just let me know, man, if you got any more questions, and hopefully what I showed you helped. We'll see you.